Hi everybody! I haven't really had time to update my video blog lately, but here I am again, and I haven't even had the chance to tell you that tomorrow I'm going to Stockholm, which is pretty crazy. That's Wednesday evening for you, for all of us, obviously, but sometimes I upload videos, like I say tomorrow, and then I uploaded that day. Anyway, so I'm going there, and I was there in October 2014 last time, and I'm going there for the same reason now as then. I am gonna go see the American comedian Greg Proops record his podcast live that he kind of tours around the world with. Just him talking for about an hour and a half, and it sounds like it could potentially be tedious, but it never is. I've been listening to it for approximately 4 years now, and I think it's terrific. It's a perfect mix of simplicity, first of all, that there is no mess with 1,000 guests and keeping track of 5 different voices and people and everyone talking at once. It's just him. He's a comedian. He makes things funny. Even when he talks about baseball, I have no interest in baseball. I'll never understand baseball, but he can talk about it and I'll listen because I can tell that he's, passionate about it. He likes Negro League baseball, so he'll be talking about that and ancient history and sometimes a bit of just news that's going on around the world or whatever locally where he is. And so it can be a bit of politics and a lot of women's rights, something that's obviously important in general and considering I'm a woman. So, and the rest of it is just profanity and talk of drug use, and he has that segment that he has kind of dubbed the boring preacher part. So there's where he does more of the serious stuff. So it's a bit silly and it's a bit serious, and I really like it. And I like him. I like his personality, and he will, eventually it's, you can't avoid it. He will shit on something you love, and he's done that multiple times with things that I'm interested in, because we're not like a perfect match, but we're very close when it comes to views and opinions, and he's just a good person. So from what I know, I don't know him personally, obviously, but after having listened for 4 years and also having seen some of his stand-up, not live, but I've seen some of his stand-up just in video and on YouTube, and I bought a thing he had, and he has a book out, and there's a bunch of stuff, so it's great. I'm gonna go see that on Thursday evening. So if you're there, say hi. You probably won't be. and I leave tomorrow evening with the night train, because it takes, 13, 14-ish hours, I think, with the train. So we have night trains here, so you can sleep, and I have one of those 6 cot little, it's a compartment for women only, so I'll be sharing it with 5 other women at least, or maybe not, I don't know if there'll be 5, so but at most there'll be 5 other women. I've done that before, so that's gonna be good. I've even done a seat only when I was younger, and I never want to do it again. Getting a bed, like a cot, is not that much more expensive, so obviously I think it's worth it, especially since I will be arriving on Thursday, the same day that the show is, so I'll want to be like a person. So even if I can't sleep, I can sleep well. I love going on trains. I think it's really calm. I like the sound and the feeling of it and stuff like that. So that's gonna be good. It's been a couple of years since I was on a train, so I think that's gonna be good. That's gonna be interesting. And geez, I'm still doing physical therapy. I've been doing it for a couple of weeks now, but obviously I can't tell any major change, but I feel it's getting into my head, if nothing else. I'm obviously not like super buff instantly, because that's not how it works when you work out, but I am I feel like I have better posture and just kind of, I'm enjoying being active, you know, both kind of like emotionally, mentally, going out, meeting people, seeing things, doing stuff, but also just physically, like knowing that I can go there. And the thing I do takes about an hour, excuse me. And I've also like, my video blog has also always been like a way for me to document my life, kind of more for myself than you, but obviously people watch it, and the only thing I have left to say about my own life now is like, I bought floss and dental wash because I went to the dentist. I had a very minor cavity that they fixed. So, and I've stopped flossing. I used to floss daily, and I can't believe I'm talking about flossing habits. How interesting, Mac. But yeah, so I'm also really just kind of looking all over the place because I feel a bit jittery and happy and nervous and excited about tomorrow in Stockholm and stuff like that. But so I should try to maybe connect with you a bit more, look in the general direction of the camera. But yeah, so I bought floss, you know, to mouthwash and dental floss, so I can because it's important to floss. It's about as important as brushing your teeth, and people take brushing for granted, but they kind of skip flossing. So if you're one of those people, start flossing. So I'm gonna start again. I've been pretty bad at that, but I was very honest about it. I'm always honest. So when I go to the dentist and they ask, so she asked me if I did that and if I had any kind of mouthwash, and I was like, nope and nope. Honestly, never, like ever. And she reminded me how important it is, that it's really good. That a lot of people think of it as an extra thing, and in a way it is, but it's pretty much as important as brushing. And you do brush, and I was like, yeah, I brush. I like never not brush. So yeah, definitely time to do that. So I have horrible teeth anyway, and they're just kind of crooked and a little bit jello. But that's just pretty much the way they are, is what they, you know, say. So that's what I have to live with. And to be honest, I don't mind my weird teeth so much because they're just teeth. I mind my pokey back more. Not the way it looks necessarily, but just the way it feels and the way it is. It would be more practical to have a flat back. Right now I have like a sticky up shouldery thingamajig. So I mean, it just, yeah. I don't know if I tend to not, it's not that I'm hiding it, but I obviously have no reason. I kind of just put up the camera and do my video blog, and that's it. But for those of you unaware, also, wow, I'm glad I'll be having I'll have a ton of time to kill in Stockholm, both the first day and the second day. I'm only staying one night in Stockholm itself, and then take a night train home again. So I'll be back home Saturday, like morning. So that's kind of my life, and I did it within 10 minutes. So I'm pretty proud of myself, and now I should finish packing, and I have some tea, and ooh, you know, it's pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Excited, and then I'll maybe try to get some footage when I'm out and about in Stockholm. Probably not, because I'll probably feel really awkward about it, like vlogging in public. In my town, I feel more confident about it now, but I'm gonna have enough to deal with going around Stockholm because it's a big city and I'm not used to big cities. And yet Stockholm, if you compare it to other big cities in the world, it's not that big, but to me it's obviously capital and big here in Sweden. So there'll be that to deal with. So, and even if I do record a video, I'll probably never do something with it, knowing myself, and that's okay. That's just the way I am. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna stick with my idea of, you know, having some tea now and packing a few more things. I'll just be bringing a backpack really, because I just need a few snacks and stuff on the train, and like a comfy tea to sleep in, you know, stuff like that, and make sure I'm not gonna like change into pajamas or anything, you know, so just maybe some sort of sweatpants that look like not too jammy. I always call them jammies. I'm like a child. My jammies. So yeah, pair of sweatpants maybe that I can wear around people without it looking too weird. So, and then just a comfortable t-shirt or something. And I'll bring something slightly nicer, just jeans and a sweater for the show on Thursday evening. Look a little more. I don't want to go there in sweats and be like you, but I want to be comfortable on the train. But that still only means that I'm bringing a backpack and my gels. Either way, it's going to be really exciting and weird, and I'm not used to traveling alone. So it's slightly anxiety filled, but also in a very like where body and mind is very disconnected. So sometimes my body gets a little jittery, like now when I'm just like staring all over the place and going like, oh, I need to do the thing and go on the train and Stockholm, and where I'm gonna go after I'm in Stockholm. But at the same time, in my mind, it doesn't affect me emotionally, so I'm not like, you know, freaking out. I'm more like kind of nervous, kind of anxiety, regular kind of way, if that makes sense, and more like that rather than being like, shit, I can't make it, because I know I can make it. I'm just going to be a bit nervous there. But that's it.